NBA action on 2K Sports. Good evening, everyone. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Jackson is out there with Edey. And it's Wells in at the 3, the small forward. Here's the Warriors with the ball. In the corner, Moody with it. Back to Pajemski. Curry against Morant. Puts up a deep 3. Curry, good.
I mean, the range is just unreal. Curry can make even the toughest shots look easy.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Well, I talked with head coach Steve Kerr. Well, of course, they're concerned about the dynamic Ja Morant. Coach told me the plan is simple. Make things as hard as they can on Ja on both ends of the floor. Make him work on defense, and by crunch time, maybe we can tire him just a little bit. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. Bane looking around. Pass to Wells. Some nice passing there by Memphis. He gets that one.
Well, don't count on Jackson Jr. for big assist numbers, but he'll make smart passes.
Moody with it. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Here's Curry. Curry on the follow. Curry's got 5.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Back to Morant. Butler against Jackson. Clock at 4. Here's Bane. Jimmy Butler comes up with the rebound.
Yeah, they're still looking for some cohesion offensively.
Moody the pass to Green, and Green slams it in.
How about the execution inside by Green? He's excellent at knowing when to attack down low.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. So Stan, the Grizzlies trio of Ja Morant, Desmond Bane, and Jaren Jackson Jr. From the outside looking in, what a great base going forward.
I agree with that, Kevin. Look, not only are those 3 outstanding individual players, but they complement each other so well. There's such a great fit with those 3 guys. That's a great base for the future.
Now Pajemski. We saw him with 10 points last game. Clock at 6. Lets it go with the 3. Edey with the rebound. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Here's Wells. Cans the 12-footer. Curry with it. Last game we saw him score 14. Outside Butler. Back to Curry. There's the 3. Offensive rebound. The kick outside to Butler. Green deciding where to go with it. Golden State needs to get off a shot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
What you appreciate most about Curry is his confidence, especially when it comes to how far he can connect from.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
The first free throw is good.
And, you know, expectations are so high for Curry every year, but somehow he continues to meet and often exceed them.
Stephen Curry hits them both.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
Start it.
Well, in terms of rebounding over the last 10 games, these are the rookies that have been head and shoulders above the rest. Well, you look at Edey, no doubt one of the most efficient rebounders in the game.
He's gotten the opportunity to make a contribution, and the numbers, they followed. I mean, he's shown he can help them control the backboard.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. It's stolen by Curry, and now Curry running the floor all by himself. An easy 2 points on the layup. Curry's got 9.
Stronger than he looks. Curry able to take the hit there and finish.
Here's Morant. Right now, checking his stats, he is averaging over 23 points a game. Outside Jackson. Curry against Morant. Now here's Wells. He's tightly guarded. Down low. Shot clock at 5. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Lets the 3 fly. And Ja Morant good for the 3. Morant's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, when the 3 is falling for Morant, it's a bad sign for the defense.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Pass to Moody. From downtown. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Morant kicks to Jackson. Back to Morant. Shoots over Curry and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Warriors leading by 3. Outside Butler. Back to Curry. Fires from way outside. Wells grabs the miss.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking them up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
And how about the catch and fire there from Morant? He's got the endless confidence in his abilities.
The Warriors have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Pass to Butler. Some nice passing by Golden State. Bangs home the trifecta. Curry's got 12 points in the game.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
Dan, you know, you think about Jimmy Butler, and you and I are fans of his game. Talk about a guy who calls it like he sees it, though. My goodness.
Yeah, that's an understatement. Look, Jimmy's never going to hold back. He'll call out his teammates. He'll call out opponents. He'll call out the referees. This guy acts with no fear.
Just don't call out the broadcasters, right? We want to stay out of his range.
And he would have no reason to.
Exactly. There's the triple. Wells grabs the miss.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
On the wing, Jackson. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Aldama's checked in. Pass to Morant. 6 on the shot clock. Ring shot on the way. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Now here's Green. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And no wonder Green has been called the heartbeat of his team. He just makes plays that energize the entire roster.
The Warriors making a switch here. Heald's checked in. Then for the Grizzlies, Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. And Pippen subbed in for Morant.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw, no good for Green. Stan coming right down to it. Finish line is in sight. The playoffs are within sight. The warmer weather, I think, signals that the playoffs are right around the corner.
Yeah, Kevin, that's exactly right. And neither team here needs any extra motivation in this one. You want as high a seed as possible in the postseason. You want as many of these crucial games to be played in your own building.
Pass to Pajemski. Now Moody. From outside, off the mark. Aldama passes to Kennard. Out to the right wing. Bain inside the three-point line. Pajemski grabs the board. Warriors leading by 3. Here's Butler. Pass to Moody. Takes a 3. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Moody's got 6.
The shots are certainly falling for him here in the early stages.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
Yeah, those opposing crowds can put you off balance at the stripe, but you got to block out the noise and make those free throws.
And the Warriors with some changes. Trace Jackson-Davis is checked in for Green. Kuminga comes in for Moses Moody. And it's Peyton in for Brandon Pajemski. Here's Kennard. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Nuggets in Denver.
Yeah, and the effort on the boards last game gave them that many more chances.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high percentage looks.
That one is off. And he's good on the second. Warriors leading by 5. Pass to Jackson-Davis. And there's the drive. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Zach Edey picks one up. The Warriors have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. He doesn't get the second one.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
To the inside, Edey, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Usually just seen as a knockdown shooter, Kennard has good instincts as a passer as well.
And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. 4-point game, fresh from a win against Portland.
Yeah, facing that hostile crowd, they've just found a way to kind of tune out the noise and focus on the game.
Give a lot of credit to this coaching staff for preparing them for that kind of environment. They went in and just executed their game plan.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, the Grizzlies retired Marc Gasol's number 33 last season. You may recall he moved to Memphis in his teens, watching his older brother Powell play for the Grizz. Marc said, "I had a very unique perspective, that of a fan. When I came back as a Grizzlies player, I carried that with me." Kevin, that pride certainly showed.
Pride's a great word to use. No question, D.A. Thank you. Here's Edey. That falls nicely on the feed that time from Pippen. Edey's got 6 points. Hield the pass to Butler. Six to shoot. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
The Grizzlies trail by 9. 1:53 left in the first. Pass to Edey. Five on the clock. Kennard for 3. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Butler attacking, and the layup's good off the glass. And now an 11-point Warrior lead.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
There's 1:26 left here in the opening quarter. Pass to Edie. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Healed, kicks to Butler. Up and in for the basket, number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
There's a minute left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Edie. From past the arc. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. For Memphis, they have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. And he hits the first of 3. Curry's checked in for Butler. Jackson, he's checked in for Memphis. He hits the second from the line. And he nails the third. 52 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Healed, the pass to Payton. Here's Jackson Davis. Curry looking it over. And it's off from three-point range.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Kennard kicks to Pippen. Back to Kennard. Jackson down low. Kuminga on him. Pippen, the pass to Kennard. Now here's Jackson. Defended by Kuminga. Now here's Jackson. And Aldama has it in the corner. And it's in. Oh, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
Big-time shot to beat the buzzer there. My goodness.
Oh, man, that's like stealing 3 points. Big-time finish to the quarter.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They've done a lot of great work from long range. And we'll be back with you shortly. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stats-wise?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And with each made 3, their confidence continues to build. Their opposition might want to change their approach to try to slow them down.
Here's Hield. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Trailblazers in Portland. So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hield. Jonathan Kuminga out there with Payton. And it's Jackson Davis in at the 5 down low. Kennard, the pass to Jackson. And Greg, you talk about toughness, a compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level.
And the first one drops.
Well, you talk about a guy who could start for any team in the league. That's what Jaren Jackson is all about.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Pass to Curry. Jackson Davis with it. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Pippen against Curry. Here's Huff. And here's Kennard. Overhealed, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Right in Kennard's wheelhouse. They set him up perfectly, and he delivers.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Kennard against Hield. Outside Curry. Jacks up a three. Curry buries the three shot.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Pass to Jackson. Down low. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of those.
Hield outside. Curry against Pippen. Puts up a deep three. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Pass to Jackson. Here's Huff. Memphis moving it around. Jackson with it. Over Kuminga. And he can't bank that one in. Here's Hield. And he finishes nicely on the layup. And the Warriors lead by 9.
And what a show of agility by Hield, getting around the contact there and right to his finish.
The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Pass to Huff. Now Kennard, covered by Hield. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And now let's take a look at the teams leading the league in assists since the All-Star break. Number 5, the Warriors.
Clearly, this group's on the same page offensively, and the chemistry continues to improve as well. The assist totals off the charts.
That free throw, good from Kennard.
Well, you talk about Luke Kennard. He shot 49% for a season from beyond the arc. Led the league in three-point percentage back-to-back years. Kennard is so valuable.
Looney's checked in for Trace Jackson Davis. The Grizzlies also making a change. Wells, he's checked in for Santi Aldama. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Curry passes to Looney. Now here's Hield. Shoots. It's hauled in by Huff. Kennard against Curry. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
A brief check now of the stats for Wells. How his last 10 games have gone. He's right around 9 points a night, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
Yeah, look, it's not about being a stat stuffer. It's about being a guy coaches can count on and an asset to the team as a whole.
That free throw, good from Kennard. You know, Stan, when I think of you as a coach, I think defense. So let me put you on the spot as you assess the wing defenders in the NBA right now. Who are some of the top 2 or 3 that you notice?
Well, look, there's so many good ones. My favorite right now is Lou Dort because he's so strong, he's so disciplined, and he has an amazing ability to use his body even against guys that are a lot taller. He is a frustrating guy for great scorers to play against.
Now, he brought a lot to the NBA, but haven't the Thunder done a good job developing that kid?
Well, they have, and look, they've got other great defenders too, like Jalen Williams.
And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for the Memphis Grizzlies, trailing here by 8. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Here's Huff, defended by Looney. 3 on the clock, Pippen for 3. It's rebounded by Kuminga. Warriors leading by 8. Healed right side. Kuminga, screen on Kennard. Healed, can't hit.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Kennard, the pass to Jackson. Jackson is doubled. Here's Aldama. Pippen with the wide open look. Hits the three-point bomb.
Good read by Aldama. His selfless attitude is why his guys enjoy playing with him.
Pippen against Curry. Wow, magical moves inside from Steph Curry.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
Jackson deciding where to go with it. Kennard finds Aldama. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And let's now take a look at some of the numbers for Brandon Podziemski.
And his three-point shooting has gotten a lot better over his last 10 games. He looks so much more comfortable from beyond. There's no doubt he's got the green light to let it fly whenever the shot's there for him.
Draymond Green, he's checked in for Golden State. Podziemski's coming in for Heald, then for the Grizzlies. Wells comes in for Santi Aldama. And it's Bain in for Luke Kennard. The Grizzlies trail by 7. Outside Pippen. Wells sets the pick for Pippen. Pass to Wells. Here's Huff, defended by Kuminga. For 3, Pippen. The Warriors pull it in. Kuminga's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Curry. Curry crashes inside.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And the Grizzlies with possession here. Outside Jackson. It's tipped, and that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession.
Taking a look here at the numbers for Curry. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. And he's as opportunistic as anybody defensively, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in steals per game.
And he's been deadly from the free throw line. Only a handful of players are shooting a better percentage. Phenomenal asset to have on your team. Here's Morant. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Nuggets in Denver. Back to Jackson. Pass to Wells. The shot. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Wells has got his 2nd basket.
Well, this offense is so much better when Jackson moves the ball.
And here is Moody. Back to Curry. Clock at 6. Curry on the move. Here's Butler. Doesn't go for him. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Now, here's Bain. Defense right on him. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession. And, you know, Stan, we've watched Desmond Bane evolve into a number one option on offense. He's always been there, but now he really is at the top of the heap.
Yeah, he sure is. Look, Kevin, you know, he came into the league as a three-point shooter, and he's a great one. But he's developed his game off the dribble, very good mid-range shooter, and he's strong enough to finish around the rim.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Ja Morant was the first NBA guard in a quarter century to lead the league in points in the paint. He says, I can't just rely on dunking every single play, so I need different types of finishes to get my shot off, whether it's high off the glass, the reverse, or hanging in the air forever. And Kevin, he just says it so casually. Back to you.
I know it. But look, David, he doesn't do it casually, right? He is a one-man circus. With a break in the action, let's bring up the real stats, real scores from the real NBA and look at the league's top scorers over the past 10 games. Fifth is Stephen Curry.
Quite a role he's been on. I mean, a pure scoring display. Eventually, teams might find an answer for him, but that's not been the case here lately.
Pass to Wells. For three. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Wells has got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, the threat of Ja scoring really opens up the opportunity for assists.
Now Podziemski. Outside Curry. Green with a screen for Curry. Steph Curry with the answer.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
Morant against Curry. Now here's Morant. Not a lot of room, and he makes good on the layup. Morant's got 12.
Yeah, so tough to knock Morant off balance, and he's so talented at keeping his focus on the basket.
And here is Curry. He's got 24. It's stolen by Aldama. Morant finds Bane. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Huff passes to Morant. Shoots over Curry. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Morant.
Well, this is Morant at his very best. His teammates need to just continue getting him the ball and letting him do his thing.
Pass to Green. Unloads. Aldama with the rebound. Aldama's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Huff. Started by Green. Lets it go. Aldama can't hit. Warriors leading by 5. Green dishes to Curry. Puts up a deep 3. And Desmond Bane pulls it down. And so it's Bane with it. He'll bring it up for Memphis. The 3 from Morant. Podziemski grabs the board.
Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
Pass to Green. Shoots over Morant. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Wells in the corner. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Wells has got 8 here in the quarter.
As a passer, Morant has developed great instincts, and he's going to exploit those gaps in the D.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And the Warriors making a change here. Fields checked in. Edey's checked in for the Grizzlies. Jackson comes in for Santi Aldama. On defense, Memphis. Trailing by 2. Here's Moody. 6 points for him. Now Butler. Shot clock at 6. They need this one. Score the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
Morant surveying the D. And a miss there on the triple.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Here's Butler. It's rebounded by Memphis. Edey's got 4 rebounds in this game. Driving inside. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. As the playoffs near, let's take a look at the Western Conference standings. You take a look at the Warriors. They're trying to get in the playoffs here. If they stay the course, they will. And, of course, there's the Grizzlies, 2 spots down.
And when I look at Memphis, they've been strong at times this season, but they still have some holes. I think they're a playoff caliber team. I just don't think they're a championship caliber team.
Yeah, and that's not a knock on them. This is where most people expected them to be. They just don't have the talent to be up there with the contenders.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Jackson against Butler. Jackson kicks to Morant. And again, Memphis no good. Warriors leading by 4. Butler up top. Guarded by Morant. Butler against Morant. The 10-footer. Look at the attack of Butler in the lane.
Strong move by Butler, making sure that was a quality possession.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Butler against Jackson. Butler with the steal. Here's Green. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 4 assists in the game.
And one thing about Draymond, he almost invites contact.
Jackson in the corner. His three-pointers off the mark. And Green launches it from deep. And no good on the last second attempt this time. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. He has really delivered at the offensive end. He's torched them for 24 points so far. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Steve, a good rhythm for you in the first half. What do you like most about how your team's competing?
Just like the ball movement, you know, the drive and kick. Our guys have played really well together. We're trying to move the ball, get a great shot.
We'll see if we can keep the ball flying around as we continue. Thanks. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Since we got a little time on our hands here, you guys got any big plans for tonight?
Not me. I'm just going to take it easy. I'm pretty worn out.
Yeah, you've been burning those midnight oils, man. You've been hitting the clubs or something?
Nah, just putting up with you guys.
And now revisiting that first half for Steph Curry, he was lights out.
Well, Steph came out here with something to prove tonight. He's still an MVP level player. The man just keeps winning titles.
You gotta love how competitive he is, big fella, in all phases of the game.
Say it with us, Shaq. He makes it look Steffortless.
Steffortless.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Curry has been sensational.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
Yeah, look, even when you put a body on him, he finds ways to extend possessions.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Golden State. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game, so the Grizzlies 5 right now. Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Edey out there with Jaren Jackson, and it's Wells in at the small forward. The three from Morant, and the rebound goes to the Warriors. Great with how explosive Ja Morant is. He has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
Pass to Bane. Outside Jackson. Back to Bane. Morant outside. Clock at 6. Back to Bane. Here's Edey. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards.
Here's Podziemski, guarded by Bane. Curry passes to Butler. Green with the ball. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Green's got 9.
And it's crucial that Green hits from the outside because it makes everything easier for his teammates.
Pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. Outside, Bane. Beyond the arc. And Moody pulls it down. Warriors leading by 9. Now here's Butler. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
Not a great start to the second half, just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate better looks here.
Good on the triple. 17 points in the game.
Well, normally Morant is scoring off the dribble. It's good to see him being effective off the ball.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Curry with it. 24 points for him. Green with a screen on Morant. Pass to Podziemski. Back to Curry. Fires the three. Edey with the rebound. Edey's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
They've come out a little cold after that halftime break. Just 1 of 5 from the field to start the third quarter.
Oh, man, still a goose egg for him in the scoring column.
Podziemski finds Butler. Edey with the rebound. Edey's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And a shot by Wells, no good. Warriors leading by 6. Here's Moody, and the slam by Moody.
This is what separates Green from most bigs, a point forward who excels at passing.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Now here's Morant. He's got 17. And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That's his first foul. Jackson passes to Wells. Inside. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Morant.
Obviously, Morant has found his flow here, finding plenty of ways to create for himself.
The Warriors have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements. And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Dan, you've been on the bench in the NBA for many decades. What were some of your biggest pet peeves as a coach?
Oh, my gosh, Kevin, that would be a long list. But the 2 biggest would be this. I think, number 1, anytime there was a lack of effort, not running back on defense, things like that, that I had a hard time tolerating. And then mental breakdowns, things we had prepared for over and over and over again, and then guys just zone out and forget what they're supposed to do. Those were things that were hard to tolerate. Especially when you would take such care in preparing them in every way. It's got to be just excruciating. Frustrating as heck.
The Grizzlies trail by 6. And here is Wells. Morant with it. Now Green defending. Morant kicks to Jackson. That 3 off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Green draws the double. Now, here's Moody. He's covered closely. And that one's good. Green's got 11 points.
And Draymond is smart at knowing when to shoot the ball, especially when he's got strong position inside.
The Grizzlies have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Jackson kicks to Morant. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. They get Stephen Curry. You can see, and Coach, you can feel Ja Morant's star power, and his presence on the floor is such a factor. It affects the game.
Yeah, it sure does. And it even affects the energy in the building. His play is so dynamic, athletic, energetic. I mean, you can't sit and watch a Ja game. He's going to get you on your feet.
He is one of a kind for sure. And the first one at the line is good.
Well, Morant is so athletic, and he finds himself at the free throw line a lot.
Gary Payton is checked in for the Warriors. Both free throws good from Morant. Warriors leading by 6. Green, the pass to Kerr. To the paint. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
At both ends, Bane is always lurking.
Jackson against Butler. Now here's Morant. Defense is right there. It's stolen by Green. Here's Pajemski. Still without a basket. Bane against Curry. And Butler gets it to go on the assist by Curry. Curry's got 3 assists now in this one.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Now Morant. 21 points in the game. Elbow shot is on the way. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Morant's got 23 points.
Well, the defense is going to give Morant that shot. They're trying as hard as they can to defend the rim. That opens up the mid-range jumper.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. And Coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Santi Aldama's checked in for the Grizzlies. And now we've got a chance to check out multiple seasons of assist numbers. And what has been the trend for Draymond Green?
And the trend that he's going through with his assist numbers dropping over the past few years isn't a good one. I don't want to say he's become a more selfish player because that's too harsh, but he's become a little too concerned about finding his own shot rather than creating for his teammates. He may want to rethink that.
The shot by Butler, nobody around. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Butler's got 5 points now this quarter.
Over his career, Butler's maybe been a little erratic from distance, but he always takes them with confidence.
And a wide open look for Bane. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Bane's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Curry with it. He's got 24. On the wing, Green. Curry against Morant. Curry can't get it to go.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots. And what a night he's having on the glass, putting in the work to help his team close out possessions.
Morant with the steal. To the middle, trying to find Jackson. He's got it now. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Putting that length and athleticism to use. Jackson rises up.
And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Three-pointer, Butler, and the rejection by Jackson. Outside Butler. And he knocks down the jumper. Butler's got 19 points.
Well, if you're going to give Butler a look from the mid-range, he's more than happy to take it.
Outside Jackson. Back to Morant. Green with the block.
No matter what night it is, Green seeks to intimidate and more often than not succeeds.
The Grizzlies trail by 6. Outside, Bane. Outside, Jackson. Here's Aldama. He's got 5. 6 on the shot clock. There's a screen by Aldama. Bane for 3. It's rebounded by Golden State. Curry's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Warriors.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the 3.
And during this game, they sliced the D apart by just attacking the rim, flat out dominating them inside.
Free throw good, Pajemski. And some changes here for the Warriors. Trace Jackson-Davis comes in for Draymond Green. And Hield subbed in for Stephen Curry. Pajemski hits them both. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Morant outside. And yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
And Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Take a break. Do something.
And he can't get the first one.
And it's hard to pick a more electrifying player in the league than Ja Morant. He explodes off the floor.
And the second free throw, good.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls.
High post, Jackson. Morant outside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, when I was coaching, this guy was a nightmare. It was hard to game plan for him. His quickness causes major issues.
He's made 3 of his 4 free throw attempts in the game.
Shoot 2.
First free throw is good. Both free throws good from Morant. Warriors leading by 5. And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Kuminga's come in for Golden State. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Buff's jacked in, and it's Kennard in for Bane. Butler dishes to Heel. Golden State moving the ball around. Butler up top. Plenty of space. 2 points. That one goes. Butler's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Yeah, the defense is really struggling to contain Butler. He keeps finding ways to beat them.
When it comes to players who like having fun, great Jimmy Butler has to be way up there.
Kevin, did you see his media picture for the 23-24 season? He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely one of those guys that likes to troll and have fun.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Kennard. He's right around 9 points a night, 3 assists and 3 rebounds. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
Yeah, look, it's not about being a stat stuffer. It's about being a guy coaches can count on and an asset to the team as a whole. Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
Jackson with the screen. Now here's Morant for 3. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Warriors leading by 6. Now here's Butler. Pass to Jackson Davis. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
Pippen's checked in for John Morant. A minute 42 left in the third quarter of the game. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for Memphis. Here's Huff. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Kennard kicks to Jackson. From outside the arc, it's hauled in by Jackson Davis. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
Healed outside. Payton with the screen for Heel. Back to Payton. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Payton's got 5 points so far.
Showing great vision in delivering the pass out in front.
59 seconds left to play here in the third. And it's Gary Payton II with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And Memphis making a change here. Wells has checked in. .54 seconds left in the third quarter. Healed against Pippen. Pass to Kennard. Takes the three. Cans it from downtown. He's got 9.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Butler deciding where to go with it.
Yeah, Butler's certainly not shy seeking out contact. He can live at the line.
The Warriors have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
That free throw good from Butler.
This guy is tough as nails. You love Butler's competitive spirit.
And so he makes both from the line.
And free throws have never really been an issue for Butler. Makes a living at the line.
Pippen kicks to Jackson. Pass to Kennard. Fires from deep. Warriors with the rebound. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Butler finds Jackson Davis.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And here's Jackson. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Golden State Warriors. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll get you back to the action after this break. Now let's listen in to head coach Steve Kerr.
We're playing fine. Everything's good. The turnovers have been well-intentioned. We're not giving up fast break stuff. We just got to pick up the intensity and the energy a little bit.
Y'all taking the positive approach with this team right there.
Encouragement, confidence. I love the approach.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Heel. Gary Payton II is out there with Kuminga. And it's Jackson Davis in at the 5 spot. Here's Curry. Pass to Heel. Here's Jackson Davis. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Curry against Pippen. Just 4 to shoot. Healed from outside. They get it back. Curry. That was Curry. Wow, what heart.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Curry against Pippen. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
No doubt for me, the offense looks better in the second half. They've been able to dial down those turnovers, and that's been a huge help.
Looney's checked in for Trace Jackson Davis. Warriors leading by 9. Now Curry. Healed outside. Launches a three. Good on the three-point shot.
A volume three-point sniper. Hield realizes his role is to help space the floor with his shooting.
Pippen against Curry. Pippen outside. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Curry's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Pass to Payton. Shoots the three. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 4 assists in the game.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different. Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
To the inside. Wells with the steal. Up top, Aldama. Defended by Kuminga. Aldama passes to Pippen. And here is Bane. And Buddy Hield is going to pick up a foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And the Warriors making a change here. Podziemski's checked in. We're in the 4th quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone. Curry against Pippen. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Wells. Poked loose. Hield with it. Pass to Curry. Kuminga with it. Shoots over Aldama. Now Podziemski. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time. Outside, Bane. They need this. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line. Yeah, Bane is a strong dude. He's built to play through contact.
Edey's checked in for Memphis. Gigi Jackson comes in for Santi Aldama.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
Yeah, Bane's improvement over the years has been steady. He's become an impactful player on both ends.
Pass to Podziemski. Curry kicks to Hield. They set the screen. Back to Curry. Pulls up. Edey with the rebound. Edey's got 11 rebounds in the game. Hield the pass to Looney. That one no good. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Pippen feeling it out a bit. Pass to Edey. Outside Jackson from deep. Connects from three-point range. Jackson's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Memphis. Now here's Hield. Podziemski finds Curry. Hield outside. Got a piece of it, and he gets it back. Pass to Wells. Jackson against Kuminga. Outside Jackson. Now Wells. Pippen outside. Here's Edey. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
Yeah, you know, I like how they're not relying on just one guy to get it done. They're sharing the ball and keeping the defense guessing.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Jackson, he's checked in for Gigi Jackson. Luke Kennard comes in for Bane. And it's John Morant in for Pippen. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Pass to Looney. Hield with it. The three. Drills it from outside. Hield's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, he's going back to the arc. He might be building some momentum from range here in the second half.
The Grizzlies trail by 9. Here's Morant. To the paint. Here's Heating.
And this offensive explosion has narrowed the gap.
Warriors have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Hield with it. Now guarded by Wells. It's rebounded by Memphis. Pass to Edey. Over Kuminga. 6 to shoot. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Some guards are absolutely fearless working inside. And Morant very high on that list.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Grizzlies.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional. And it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And the other area they're separating themselves is with their points at the free throw line, being the initiator physically.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Green, he's checked in for Kevon Looney. And it's Jimmy Butler in for Kuminga. The Grizzlies also making a change. Jackson's checked in. So he gets them both. And here is Curry. Outside Butler. Hield against Jackson. Green, the screen. Curry gets the bucket.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
Pass to Kennard. Memphis moving that ball around. Here's Edey, guarded by Green. No one covering. Jackson's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Grizzlies.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Hield outside. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Hield's got 9 points in the quarter.
Well, coming out of the half, he's been much more aggressive, helping them space the floor.
Butler with the steal. And here we go. It's Butler. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Jaren Jackson.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
And he makes the first. Moody's checked in for the Warriors. Then for the Grizzlies, Wells comes in for Jackson. And it's Bain in for Luke Kennard. And so Butler nails both of them. The Grizzlies trail by 10. Outside, Bain. To the wing on the left. Here's Wells. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Yeah, and every year, Bain's playmaking seems to take another leap. Fantastic pass right there.
And here are the Warriors now. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Morant against Curry. The off-balance finish. Curry
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
Memphis has gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. Jackson a screen on Curry. Morant kicks to Jackson. Count the basket.
Well, Morant just puts so much pressure on the defense to make a choice on that pick and roll.
Warriors leading by 7. Pass to Green. Butler against Jackson. Now here's Butler, guarded closer. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Here's Wells. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 6 assists in the game.
Terrific dime there. Morant realizing his responsibility to share the wealth with his teammates.
Warriors have gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth, right around 46-47%. Pass to Podziemski. Now here's Butler. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Well, Butler is good at creating contact because he is so assertive offensively.
First one falls for him. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. The Grizzlies trail by 7. Outside Jackson. Back to Morant. Outside for Jackson. Pass to Bain. Now Wells. Now here's Morant. He's defended by Podziemski. Clock at 6. Good on the shot. Morant's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, despite them being behind, he's been impressive. But he can't do it all by himself.
And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch the message Steve Kerr gave to his team. Now, he heaped praise on the defense. He said, the pressure's great. I love it. Keep making them make mistakes, guys. It's working. He thinks they're on the right track here. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, David. Grizzlies on defense. It's a 5-point game. Curry gets the bucket.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
Memphis has gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. Here's Morant. Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible. Well, Morant's built to go and showing what he's made of here in the clutch.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Pajemski, guarded by Bane. Morant against Curry, and that one drops. Curry's got 35 in the game.
Well, you can see why he's a go-to guy for them. They trust in his ability to shoulder the offensive load.
The Grizzlies trail by 7. Morant outside. Shoots over Curry, and good. Got the English that time as it falls.
A true leader. You can tell Morant takes pride in stepping up when it matters most.
Pass to Green. Back to Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No good on that one. Morant with some nice D. Makes it off the glass. Now just a 3-point Warrior lead.
Wow, it's like Ja has the ball on a string.
Warriors shooting at 51%. Really solid. Curry against Morant. Pass to Pajemski. Wells with the steal. 1:06 left to play in the final quarter. Morant with a wide open look. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. The Warriors shooting it well here in the fourth quarter. 50%. Pajemski with it. Outside Curry. And the Warriors miss again. Bane with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. Inside. Here's Jackson. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. We can probably expect to see them slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
Here's Curry with the 3. Edey with the rebound.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance, but look, he's got to find something easy.
The Grizzlies call timeout. And what's their best move at this point?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
Yeah, the clock is their enemy, and they know it. We'll see if they go for the tie or try and get a quick one.
16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Morant, good! And that shot brings them to within just one.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
"12 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one, and he commits the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that would put them up by 2. And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game.
Yeah, at this point, they're going to have to go for the 3 and try to force OT.
The Grizzlies call timeout. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
Yeah, the clock is their enemy, and they know it. We'll see if they go for the tie or try and get a quick one.
Nine seconds left here in the fourth quarter. The offensive rebound. Morant passes to Jackson. Misses the tray. So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
And now let's go over to David. Thank you, David. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So now for Greg Anthony.